Can we stop with the J.J. McCarthy, Heisman, greatest quarterback of all time? A Heisman finalist, like with the C.J. Strouds and the Caleb Williams. He can't get in those waters.
Yes, he can.
If he's a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback, where's the debate from minute one? You're telling me that your coach has one of the 4 best quarterbacks in America and said, I don't know. I don't know if he's my guy. Let me take a look at this other guy. That's what you're telling me. That's what you guys are telling me right now. No, that's exactly what everybody's saying.
No, Makahana, it's that.
All right, I want to touch on this. Okay? And look, I get it. Why are you laughing already?
Because you're setting yourself up for something.
Okay. So I come in here, and as you guys know, I monitor the YouTube chat thread, and you guys have good points. You guys have bad points. I try to read them. I try to include everybody. So to do that, I open up the Woodward Sports YouTube page. And what do I see when I open that up?
Shenanigans.
Ermanni and Edwards. Fine show with Mass. Make sure I want to give Mass his billing with Mass. Fine show. Great people. I like to get in those streets with Braylon from time to time. I've done it before. We have a great time. Legend. Great NFL career. All that. My friend. He's my friend.
And he's got the best beard at Woodward Sports.
And he does,
Facts.
bar none. I would say this side of Rick Ross. Okay, all the qualifiers are out there right now. That's it. But I open it up, and what do I see right at the top? J.J. McCarthy is special. J.J. McCarthy's going to be a Heisman finalist. Guys, stop with this, okay? Everybody stop. Put it down. Does he look talented? Certainly. Do you guys understand who a Heisman finalist, like with the C.J. Strouds and the Caleb Williams and the Bryce Youngs who have Heismans, the Stetson Bennett's even, that have national championships in their pockets, the Will Andersons, probably the best defensive football player. Stop with this, guys. All those other names I've mentioned, they already got a 1 to 2 game head start. Stop with this, okay? This whole September Heisman thing that we've seen at Michigan for years. Now, if you're talking about September Heisman, I'm in. He's probably minus 1,000 to win the September Heisman. Whether it's been Shoelace or all of them. Sheridan, all of them, man.
McDuffie, that's my favorite one.
McDuffie.
Yeah.
Jabril Peppers.
Jabril Peppers. Oh, you mean the guy that was a Heisman finalist, despite the fact he was in the top 30 in any defensive stat ever, but I was told about how great he was? That guy? Okay, cool.
But he made a great impact.
Okay, yeah. We can't quantify it, but trust me, it was great. Anyway, can we stop with the J.J. McCarthy, Heisman, greatest quarterback of all time? Can we, play somebody first? Now, I know that's not Michigan's forte because they're not playing anybody until they play Michigan State, and then they don't play anybody again until they play Ohio State. And I understand how you guys get swept up in all this, but can we... That's outlandish. That's irresponsible, Terry. That's what that is. It's irresponsible.
All right. Can you put your Spartan bias aside?
I don't have Spartan bias.
And answer me this question. What are the odds of J.J. McCarthy being in New York for the Heisman Trophy presentation?
You know what? They're better than him winning the Heisman Trophy. That's mathematical.
Oh, so he could go to New York?
What? Yeah, because we saw Jabril Peppers there for no reason. We've seen it before. And why do you think that is, Terry? Why do you think Jabril Peppers or Aiden Hutchinson, why do you think they end up on that stage? Take a guess.
Brand.
And went to Michigan.
Right. And what does that entail?
Money.
People watching the Heisman Award that would never watch it before. And they salivate for it. And they line up for it. And they drop the slop down on their plate and they move down the line. And then the next Block M fan who lines up there and takes it. And they just keep it moving, Terry. That's what they do. He's not in those waters, man. C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young. Come on, Terry. He's not in those waters.
All right. He's not in the waters now.
He can't get in those waters.
Yes, he can.
No, in reality, yes. In the Michigan world, he can. In the marketing viewership,
he can
in that world. Yes, I'm talking about the Heisman Award. Okay? And I know that the Heisman voting jumped the shark. There's 4 people at the Dayton Daily News that have a Heisman vote. 4 at a newspaper in Dayton. Like, that stuff jumped the shark. I'm talking about football people. And there's people in this town that have a Heisman vote that I respect. And I know they watch games and they take it serious. But there's also people that have a vote that are an absolute joke. And it's a big marketing scheme, I understand. I'm talking about football. Football. If you had to win a college game tomorrow, are you putting C.J. Stroud on the field or J.J. McCarthy? Are you putting Bryce Young on the field or J.J. McCarthy? Are you putting Stetson Bennett on the field or J.J. McCarthy? Come on, man.
I'll go J.J. ahead of Stetson. But now the answer is, who would you put on the field in November or October? We don't know what this guy is going to be, but what we saw in the Hawaii game, yes, I know it was a high school game, we saw this guy has some great potential. We know Michigan's going to win a bunch of games.
Well, yeah, look at the schedule. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They got to play the Big Ten.
Oh, that big road game in Iowa.
That's what I said. They got to go to Iowa.
Yeah, they got to score 5 points to win that game.
Flannels, that game at Iowa a big one now?
No, I mean, it's a must-win, obviously, but it's not a big win. It's just a win.
Here's my angle on this, right? So tell it what everybody sees. But to me, Jim, you're talking football guys. Jim Harbaugh still has 1A and 1B, even though he's
Thank you, D-Mac.
He's still got something that, to me, if Jim Harbaugh was coming out praising JJ, this is it, but he's not doing that. So to me, there's some reservation there.
Oh, you missed it. Yes, he did. He called him, what was the word?
Okay, I get it. So let him go, and we're going to find out.
He didn't say that about Cade. He said Cade is doing a very fine job, but he used different verbiage to describe JJ.
Okay.
Well, and that told me right there, that's his
guy. We're going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see. It sounds more ridiculous. It doesn't seem like it's 100,000,000% confidence coming out there. I can agree that the eyeball test is that Michigan team with JJ in there has more life, seems more upbeat, are fired up. So maybe we'll see. You can't. I agree with you is that he will probably make it there more likely than he would win it. But again, can you really? We're gonna have to let it play out.
But bro, that's true. But bro, if you make it to New York, that means you're pretty serious.
I get it. So what's that mean, Terry?
Except for Jabril
That means
Peppers.
he's got to ball out.
That
means he's got to play 80, 90%. It's got to be the flip-flop of last year. This is JJ's team now playing as much as. But does anybody else worried about why there's still 2 of them?
You know what? When the Big Ten season starts, Cade might be out the back door. They might just say, hey, no, they're going to let him play a few snaps here and there, but he
is it
might
a graduation
disappear.
thing? Is it a school? Is it something to do with when he graduates or time? Why can't he just transfer now? Or if JJ is getting all the praise and going to get most of the time, is it a school thing? That's the question. Or is it a semantics? Is it something that he's gone in October or
maybe
November?
Maybe he likes Michigan. He thinks he can get his job back.
Okay.
And with the name, image, and likeness stuff, maybe he has obligations.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll ask Luke Fedlam about that. Our name, image, and likeness expert. He's coming on in about 15 minutes. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Here you go, Sam Flannel. I want your rebuff on this. Stephen Baffey, did Neil rip the Spartans for talking about Walker last year? Do we think JJ will get more votes than Walker did last year? He ended up 6th in the voting. Not even close to the hype for him. Where does that come from? What are we talking about?
Okay, it comes from the fact that, and here's the thing, why is it not okay for Michigan fans to have expectations for their new star quarterback can be great? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen this year. J.J. McCarthy will break the single-season touchdown pass record of 25. He just will.
Well, he better. Against this schedule.
He will. And he will rush for at least 10 touchdowns and over 700 yards. And Michigan will finish at least 11-1 at the absolute worst. If he does all of that, he will be in consideration to go to New York. He is a better quarterback than Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett played well against Oregon, but he did not take that big of a leap from last year, where he won 1 start in the regular season in which he completed more than 15 passes. It is okay for Michigan fans to have expectations for J.J. McCarthy because we've never really had a superstar talent as a quarterback. And that's something that Michigan is starved for. We've seen enough of Cade McNamara, Shea Patterson, Wilton Spate, John O'Korn,
See,
Jake
I disagree
Rudock.
with that. I disagree with that, Sam Flannel, because up until a week ago, you had all the camp. You had games that started already. Up until a week ago, the coach didn't know who he was going to roll with.
The coach knew.
He knew.
Don't believe that. He knew.
If he's this mercurial Heisman, okay, yeah. You know what he sounds like right now? You know what Michigan fans sounds like? Talk about J.J. They sound like Uncle Rico. That's what they say. If Coach wouldn't have taken me out, we'd have won states. That's what they sound like right now with J.J. Like, do you think he's in the business of keeping down this Heisman Trophy winning quarterback to say, oh, I want to unleash him or I want to push his butt? Like, if he's a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback, where's the debate from minute one?
No, I think that Jim Harbaugh is just loyal to a fault. I thought that's what it was, because even though I don't think Cade McNamara was really part of the reason, they did win a Big Ten championship and beat Ohio State with him as the quarterback. And I think that was just a respect thing. I don't agree with it at all. I think they should have started JJ from day one. But yeah, JJ McCarthy, we're looking at him as the most talented quarterback.
So you're telling me that your coach has one of the four best quarterbacks in America and said, I don't know. I don't know if he's my guy. Let me take a look at this other guy. That's what you're telling me. That's what you guys are telling me right now.
No, that's not what he's saying.
That's exactly what everybody's saying.
No, Makahana, Hakahana. It's not.
Yes, it is,
He is
T-Foss.
saying he was loyal to the other guy. But in the back of his mind, he knew he wanted JJ to be the starting quarterback. But he couldn't just screw this guy who won the
Then your
Big Ten
coach is a
title.
clown. If your coach has one of the top four quarterbacks in America, and you're saying, "Oh, out of loyalty to the other guy," then your coach ain't that guy.
And
then,
for
pal.
the record, I thought that it was absolute malfeasance that he started Cade. I was like preaching from the mountaintop that start JJ and never look back. It's just at the moment, JJ is clearly the guy moving forward. It's all set up for him to have a dominant season, and if he does, and Michigan is at least 11-1, if he puts up all the numbers I said he was going to put up, if he breaks the single season Michigan touchdown record, does a lot on the ground, he will at least be in the running to be in New York. He will get as many votes as Kenneth Walker, because Kenneth Walker didn't even make it to New York, although he did deserve to. I'm not taking a shot at him. That's what's going to happen, and it is okay for Michigan fans to have those kind of expectations.
I got a question for you. Yes or no? Kenneth Walker III, if he played for Michigan last year, does he go to New York?
Absolutely.
Yes.
As a
100%.
Heisman Trophy
100%.
finalist?
And they put Aiden Hutchinson there too. And then they put them both there with the winner, the guy who's going to actually win it. So there you go.
By the way,
Hey,
malfeasance is a law term. It means wrongdoing, especially by a public official.
Was Terry speaking in tongues for a second there?
I don't know.